Hi, thanks again for being here at 11:44 messages. All right, so this message is for Aquarius. I actually started recording this reading before, but I kept getting a download that it was just not right. It was just something that I was saying that was not right. So I re recorded it. I just had to. Yeah, I just had to. So, anyway. I guess I'll go through the cards quickly. You have hiding true motives, clarified by Temperance, the Magician, and Ace of Wands. You have goes out too much, clarified by the Empress reversed, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Then you have unmotivated, clarified by King of Swords, Page of Swords, and Ace of Cups. Then you have overwhelmed, feeling like they're sinking with no way out. Can you see this? Hold on. Sorry for the glare. Hopefully you can see. That's clarified by Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands reversed, Judgment, the Lovers, and Justice. Then fake happy, clarified by Two of Cups. You have additional messages, of course. No fight left, giving up. So I will pause there and let's just talk about this. All right, so hiding true motives. At first, I was taking that a totally different way, but like I said, I changed it. So in this card, you see this person hiding behind a mask. Hopefully you can see that because I can't. It's kind of hard at this angle for me to see what you see. But anyway, you kind of see someone hiding behind this mask. So you could be hiding true motives with the actions that you're taking. How you are portraying yourself, how you're putting yourself out to the world. I wrote notes about this. Hold on. Okay, so so basically how you're putting yourself out to the world. It's not how you want to be. It's not how you want to feel. It's not what you want to do, but you could feel, like you need to put this mask up. You could feel like giving up at times, as these cards show. Just in a funk because maybe you don't feel as if you have support. You may have asked for support, but you don't feel as if it's happening based on what's going on in your life. Maybe it's not happening the way you expected it to happen. You're maybe getting some support, but not what you expected. You could have prayed for this and you're not seeing any signs. And so you're feeling as if you don't have any support, like it's not working out for you. But you may not realize the power that you actually have, and that you could have started to manifest exactly what you need behind the scenes. It's in the unseen world at this time. If you do things the right way, then you can manifest exactly what you want, exactly what you need and what you want. You may need to meditate for some of you and connect more to the divine, like I said, to the spiritual world, the unseen world. You may not have a clear connection at this time. So once you do that, once you take the necessary steps, then you can start opening yourself up to receive support. You can ask for specific signs, ask for specific guidance, and then take the action when you feel that push instead of maybe ignoring it. Maybe you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your intuition. Like, is that a sign? Or should I do this? Should I do that? You could have, for some of you could have had opportunities that came in and you were so focused on the bigger picture as far as, the bigger gains, the bigger support, that you didn't realize that maybe you needed to start with the smaller support and that it would lead to the bigger support. So focus on just staying balanced, focus on staying positive and staying open, opening yourself up more, having a clearer connection with the divine, with your spirit guides. You may feel urged to go to a certain place, travel to a certain place, or even locally, go to a certain restaurant, go to a certain store at a certain time. Meet up with someone, with a specific person, go on a specific date. You could have flashes of business ideas, if you're looking to start your own business, or maybe you weren't even thinking about starting your own business, and then all of a sudden you're getting these flashes of starting your own business and, creative ideas. You could be getting that. So write them down, go to that place, travel to that location, do what you are feeling urged intuitively to do, because that could be your support. You could, for some of you, be looking for just monetary support and not realizing that if you take certain steps, you will get that monetary support. It's not always going to happen exactly how you plan it out to be, because, the universe works in mysterious ways. So, you could lose your job. And then you're like, well, what now? But you're not realizing that that's helping you get to exactly what you asked for. You may get a flat tire and you're like, wow, I can't believe my luck. But then someone ends up helping you with your flat, and you start talking to them and realize that they can help you, in other aspects of your life. So, just be open to the signs and the flashes and the ideas that you get. Now, about this second card, going out too much. And then you see let me just show you. She has club on her shirt. So for some of you, like I said, you could be putting on a facade. You could be going out a lot. For some of you, even having one night stands, sharing yourself, your energy in that way. For some, the reason why you're doing this is because you're tired of going by the book. You're tired of going by the rules. You're tired of the responsibilities that are piled on your plate. You want to let loose and relax a little. You want to take your mind off of things. You are doing this to put out, there that everything's okay, but really behind the scenes it's not. Maybe you've been really strict with yourself. You could be overindulging at this time, overspending, not sticking strictly to your budget. You could be feeling a little lazy at times too. Always holding it together, caring for others, feeling controlled, feeling stuck in a job or a way of life, not able to use your creativity, use your ideas. Which brings us to the unmotivated card. Nice segue. You could be feeling unmotivated because you have been, that responsible person. Everything is planned. You've been so serious. Not very emotional. You're not expressing your emotions at this time. You're not able to use your creativity. You're not able to be passionate. Do passionate things. Do what you love. You could have thought about what it may be like to branch out and challenge yourself, do something out of the norm, go on a spiritual adventure, start a new career, go back to school, learn a trade or a craft, doing something that you really love, having a new beginning. But you may feel as if you just can't do that at this time. Maybe feeling like, well, that would be great, but I can't do that. I'm too old to do this, or I have too many responsibilities. I'm just not prepared to take this on at this time. You could be feeling anxious about your money, about your stability. So instead, maybe some of you are acting out, like I said. This is for a small portion, maybe having affairs, to take your mind off of things, not committing to people, going out a lot as the card suggests, literally, being impatient, being reckless when it comes to decisions, being reckless when it comes to your words even, saying things that, that you really maybe don't have to say to people. Actions, no emotions, just wanting your independence and your freedom from everything that you may have piled on your plate, from all of your thoughts. You have a lot of swords here. You could be heavily into your thoughts at this time, just in your head about so much, and maybe not expressing this to anyone. For some, it's going out too much because you're trying to move on from being so serious. Move on from some kind of loss. Maybe some of you have had some kind of loss, a financial loss, an emotional loss. Something maybe that wasn't working, like a relationship. Moving on from something that made you sad, something that you gave a lot to. Maybe even a job. So you're trying to take your mind off of things. For some, you're going out too much, overspending, and this is a message to realize that you're being a little too reckless and closed off. And like I said, you may not be able to see that you are getting opportunities behind the scenes. Opportunities could be presenting themselves. Ideas, maybe you're going out too much and you're clouding your mind. Maybe you drink when you go out. You're not really focused on the spiritual side of the spiritual world. You're not able to receive the guidance that you could have been asking for. You could even, for some of you, if you're overspending, could be stopping your good fortune, blocking that. But you could be forced to surrender and face that something ended, or that way of life needs to end. It could possibly be ending. Now it's time to look forward, to focus on your future, and doing things in a different way. Something could have really affected you, and now it's time to realize that that's all behind you, and that you need to just to stay with it, to not give up, stay committed to changing your situation further, because it is turning around behind the scenes. Your situation, your financial situation, your career, all of that can change. You are urged to focus on the spiritual world more and not on spending and money and all of the material things, because like I said, things are changing and you will need your resources to possibly, like I said earlier, travel if you get the urge to relocate. Even you could be, needing to hold on to your money so that when you actually see these opportunities come forward, then you're able to do something with it. You also need to be, to slow down and be okay internally, to make sure that your head is clear, to make sure that you're grounded so that you can make logical decisions, intuitive decisions, be able to connect to your intuition. You have the High Priestess here. Connect more to your intuition, to the spiritual world. You have the Death card here. Realize that something needs to end or is ending, so that it's going to bring about your rebirth. It's going to bring about something, a way of life, or things working out for you. Like I said, you did have I didn't say this. You have Ten of Swords. You have the Hangman here. You have Knight of Cups. So, yeah. You have Nine of Wands here. Let me show you. You have definitely been through a lot, or you are going through a lot. And you could be learning your lessons at this time. So don't give all of that up after everything that you've been through. Don't give it up. For some, you're feeling overwhelmed due to work. You could have, your children, your responsibilities, home life responsibilities. For some of you, you could even be caring for loved ones, maybe elderly parents, maybe sick relatives, sick friends. All you want is this Nine of Cups that I saw. Yeah, it's on the Overwhelmed card. All you want is this Nine of Cups. You want your dream job. You want your happiness, your balance. You want love. You want peace. You want comfort. You want your responsibilities to be taken care of. But with the Seven of Wands reversed, you could feel confused at this time, because you may not know where to start. You may not know how to start to get what you want. You may feel like giving up because you're overwhelmed by everything and there's not enough clarity to help you out. Well, for some, going back on a budget or getting a budget together is something that you need to do. So if you were looking for any advice, starting a budget or going back on a budget will help you. Scaling back from overspending if you are overspending. Getting assistance from someone to help you save or help with your budget or a loan. For some of you, could have had unexpected expenses that were completely out of your control. And it's okay to ask for help, seek assistance. If it's about love, try counseling from someone that you actually trust. Avoid having arguments with people, especially low vibe people. Remain positive. Don't let people or things distract you. You can and you will overcome this. Know when with this Judgment card to let people go. And know who to keep around. And also with this Judgment card, be real with yourself. Okay? You can maybe lie to other people, but don't lie to yourself. Be real with yourself. If you are contributing to your problem, then you know what to do. It's about self-awareness as well. Try not to be indecisive. Trust your intuition. When you get an answer, go with it. As long as you don't get that when you're in a state of confusion and panic. When you're calm and you get something, and that's the best time to make a decision, when you're calm and you're not rushed. For some of you, you may need to make a decision when it comes to a relationship with this Lover's card here. And that will bring you the balance that you need in your life. Do an assessment of the relationship. Do a pros and cons list. Is it adding to your life or is it taking away from it? For some, working with others will help you. Combining your resources will help you. And, it'll help to alleviate some of the stress and the burden that may be on you. But yeah, problems can be resolved at this time. You may need to work with others to do that. And you may need to change your behavior. Or maybe someone or people that you're dealing with, they need to change their behavior. But it is definitely possible. You do have, like I said, this fake happy card. And it's interesting. There are 2 balloons. Oh, no. Is it 2? No, never mind. There's 3. But 2 balloons that I saw at first. So I'm rolling with that. Fake happy. With the 2 of Cups. So why? Because maybe, like I said, with the 2, you want balance, you want harmony, you want some cooperation, you want some support. And that could be in work, it could be in love, it can be in your home life, your whatever it is, you want some support. You could want some financial support. And so you make it seem as if you have everything together. You are maybe going out, like I said, with this other card and making it seem to everyone else that everything is okay, but really it's affecting you deeply. Could be, at least for some of you. All right, let me see. We already talked about this giving up card, no fight left. 9 of Wands. These additional messages here. Getting tangled up in lies. So, like I said, if you're putting up a facade and making it seem like everything is okay and you're fake happy and you're going out, you're hiding behind a mask, people, you could be getting tangled up in your lies at some point, which will overwhelm you even more. Trust issues. Maybe you don't trust people enough to confide in them. You don't know who to turn to with this because you don't want to just tell every and anyone your problems. Some people will use that against you. I get it. Keeping secrets. There you go again. This person is behind a mask as well. There's definitely a mask vibe going here. Feeling trapped. Makes sense. And hot and cold. People can see you as hot and cold because you seem okay, but then maybe sometimes with all these swords, you'll be in your head and people are like, I don't know what's going on. It's like they're somewhere else. Now, additional messages here. I cut the deck and I got this card. Baggage. Unresolved issues. Heavy burdens. Next phase, long journey. That's what pops out to me on this card. You have forked road. Oh, two number 7 cards. Forked road. Direction change. The moment of truth. Change in circumstance. Options. And this person has their fingers crossed behind their back. I'm noticing that. Usually when someone has their fingers crossed behind their back, it's kind of like to your face, they're saying, yeah, I'm going to do that. Or, yeah, I promise this. But behind their back with their fingers crossed, it's like, no, I'm not really going to do that. So I'm not really knowing what that's about, but I did notice it. So I must have noticed it for a reason. Maybe to everyone else, like I said, it could be that whole facade thing where you look okay, you look put together and all that, in front of everyone else, but behind their back, you have your fingers crossed. I'm not sure. I'm not going to read too much into that, though. Aquarius card, travel, airplane. Like I said, you may need to travel. Freedom, breaking free, in control, things work out, leave it behind, and internal guidance systems. That goes with this reading. Symphony, harmony. Okay, we talked about that. Team, collaborate. Lead and follow. Organization. You may need to, like I said, get with a team, work with others, combine your resources. You have Phoenix here, transformation, renew, resurrection. That talks with that 10 of Swords card that I was mentioning. Rebirth with that death card that I was talking about. Rising from the ashes, emerging. The end is just the beginning. Person of earth, the provider or caregiver. Didn't I say? Some of you may be being a caregiver. You could be a caregiver to someone. And maybe that's also contributing to why you feel overwhelmed, because you are doing everything yourself. Makes sense. Grounded. Materialistic. Okay. So a manager here as well. Focus more on the spiritual world instead of the material world, because the money will follow. But you need to tap into that with that magician power. Aquarius card. Fish hook. Powerless, feeling helpless. Okay, that ties in with your message. Vulnerable, paralyzed, trap. Abundance. Eclipse. And that is very interesting because we are actually having an eclipse next week. Well, I'm not sure when you're actually going to watch this video, but today's the 16th of April. So next week we are having a solar eclipse and retrograde. Okay. Wow. All right. So there you go. Eclipse. Mask is on this card. Camouflage. Hide. Loss of power. Support. Reveal. Conceal. That ties in with this reading nicely. Master. Discipline, working smart, focus, structure. Overcome. Learning a skill, in the flow. Like I said, you could be thinking about learning a skill. Go for it. Work smart, not hard also. That's what popped out to me with that working smart. Handcuffs. control, defenseless. And that's interesting because one cuff is open and one is closed. Held back, need to break free, detained by external forces. I did see a couple of legal cards here. You could have some legal issues that you are also maybe feeling overwhelmed about for some of you. You will, with that Justice card, it will work out for you, okay? Also, the King of Swords card is also another legal matter card. So that could be a message for some of you. You could be feeling powerless and all of that because of a legal matter. That could be part of it too. But that will work out for you as well. So no worries. Broken heart, heartbreak, interference, funk. I said funk. I said that you could be in a funk right now. Wow. Let down, regret, hurt, devastated, emotional pain. Like I said, you could be dealing with a loss or having to move on from something that you were saddened by. Hammock, rest, relax, time off, pause. Meditate. I did mention that. Vacation, I mentioned that as well. And you did have a travel card here. And in limbo, between two things. I didn't mention that with the Seven of Wands reversed. You could be torn between two different things, like confused. Like, should I go here? Should I go there? I don't know. I don't have any sense of direction. I don't know how to start. I don't know when to start. Corset. And this is an Aquarius card. Held together. Boundaries. Restriction. Prim and proper, following rules. I know I said that. You could be trying to, maybe why some of you are going out a lot, trying to break away from all the rules and feeling controlled because you are responsible. You have to be the responsible one. And so you're trying to maybe break out of that to get some kind of relief. Holding it together, support, people pleaser. Okay, there we go. Uncertain. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. Of course, because we all have free will. And it's up to you to help your spirit guides, help the divine help you. I know it sounds easier. It's easier said than done. I understand that. Please don't hate me for how I'm saying this. I could be coming off a little bit unemotional, but I really do understand. I do understand, and I'm empathetic to the situation. I do understand. It's easier said than done, but try. I don't want to say try though, because you have to watch how you speak. If any of you know about what words are, we don't even need to go deeper with that message, but instead of saying try all the time, just say that I'm doing that. I'm in the process of doing that. Make it seem like a forward thing. If you're trying, you're always going to try. But anyway, side note. Rainbow, wish granted. Okay, patience pays off. We talked about patience. Abundance, good luck. Manifesting wealth. Wow, I told you. And perfect timing. It's not going to always happen when you feel that it should happen, but it will definitely happen when it's supposed to. And the last card, Dear John. Cold, hard truth. Set boundaries, breaking up, divorce. Strained situation. Final word. It's not you, it's me, cutting cords, and something's not working. So I wish we could have ended it with the rainbow card. Look, we're going to pretend that we ended it with the rainbow card. Hey, good luck. Wish granted. Okay, that's how I'm going to end this reading. All right. So I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. And please have the patience. Please have the understanding, ask for clarity, meditate, do what you need to do so that you can connect, so that you can get the guidance that you want, and that you will be open to seeing when it's presented to you, seeing the signs, okay? I hope this helps. I'll see you later.